make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Finds a man in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that...
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Out of this crowd. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a baller from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Wide receiver going in motion. Rides to the back. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Give to the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He'll go to the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Across the 25. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Fourth down coming up.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. You're a ball carrier. You better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards. You don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
Looking to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes that Alabama offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay in.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Interception! intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Russell. Quarterback adapting. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Using his legs, it's Price. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gives it to the back on the draw. Trucks through the defender. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry up. To the ground, he's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has...
Turning it on! Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. and short. They'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. On the run, still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting it because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Quick throw to the right. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point is good. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Might be looking to run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Staley. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Wants to throw, it's Russell. Grab near the sticks, it's Adams. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Give to the back. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Vols! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Kansas State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to go down at the 1.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Tennessee offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They'll try to pop the draw. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. From the gun. Steps away. Driving for the goal line. Loose football. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. And I think they'll mark it right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they must take care of the football. Breaks into the open. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. The run to the right. Stopped almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offense.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Handoff to the lone Mac. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking for room, it's Bishop. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want.
Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Jackson gonna throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown Volunteers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, that's got to sting. This returner wants to make a big play for his team, wants to make something happen. You don't get very many opportunities to do it in a football game, and he did the exact opposite. Created a huge momentum play for the other team. That one's going to sting a little.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Quickly complete. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And they stopped him in the backfield on third down and short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Tagged in the end zone to give them 6.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 16 over Middle Tennessee. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Russell. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
With the catch, it's Bennett. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Sweet Feet buy a little time and some room to work. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
First down for the offense.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Vols in the hurry-up. Just feeds the running back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Vols! And the stomping has commenced. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. They'll snag it just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And your Alabama First and 10 will take over. First and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here's a throw downfield late. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate so they're playing.
He lobs one high down the left side. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned back the tide to lay claim to this rivalry once again. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.